Speaking of Lilly Singh, I don't know if you heard that she has her own show now. Like, what do you think about that?
Does she have a show on TV?
Yes, she's replacing Carson Daly.
No. Well,
Yes.
where? On The Voice? No.
No, on her own.
He has his own show?
Her own.
Oh, see, I'm so
late-night-
behind with everything pop
Well, to be
culture.
honest, nobody really watches him. I'm sorry.
He's like really, really late at night, right?
Yeah.
He's like the third shift kind of
Yes.
thing? Okay, yeah, I got it.
But it's still huge. What do you think about that? A YouTuber taking their own show. I mean, that was kind of like my dream, but it's all right.
Well, it's my dream too, so we'll have her
That's
own
why I'm
show
asking
one
you.
day. Okay. Do I think she's deserving? Yes. I've met Lilly a couple times when we were, doing conferences and stuff like that. She is so sweet and so humble, and what you see is what you get with her, and she doesn't let it go to her head, and that's the kind of people that I want to see succeed. Do I think it's going to do well? Time will tell. I mean, Grace Helbig tried to do her own show, and that, as much as I love her, I love Grace Helbig, it just didn't translate from YouTube to television. So hopefully Lilly can not kind of leave everything she's learned, keep it with her, but leave all the YouTubeisms behind and bring it a new kind of image to television. And if she could do that, she could be super successful because she's so personable.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you think about it?
I mean, honestly, like Robert, you just hit it on the nose because if you guys can't tell, he could be a great host. I think you could be a great host.
Thank you.
Like, you have that energy, you have that charisma, and you also have that thing that really pulls out the best out of people.
Well, I
right?
appreciate
that
that.
magnetic, thing that people love. So.
It's about being engaging, basically, and really listening and having something to contribute to the topic.
Exactly, but what you said, I definitely agree with. Like, in my opinion, like, I always wanted a TV. Like, we talked about this. Like, I've always wanted my own show too and stuff, and we're gonna get there. I believe we're gonna get there someday. All right.
I'm gonna make my first $1 million this year. That's what I said.
There you go.
My
Positive
first
energy.
And my manager was like, "I get 10% of that, right?" And I was like, "Yes, yeah, you get 10%, but you have to bring the work in."
There you go. Well, my opinion on Lilly Singh, I think she's great. She's amazing. But she has made some decisions recently that kind of pushed her in the wrong direction of people really liking her. She was getting a little too political, and believe me, like from my experience, like that is you're never gonna make anybody happy. And then blaming white guys for success, like kind of like on the thing on with the Forbes, it was all top guys.
Yeah, white guys probably. Yeah.
And she made a reference about it. She talked about it, and that kind of like, made people look at her in a different light.
It rubs people the wrong way. I mean, I think any race topic will rub people the wrong way. Yeah. And even as much truth or not truth is in what she is saying, it is hard to be very political when everyone has a different opinion. Yeah. I'm very much an activist, I think, in my own right. And I found whenever I brought up a political topic, I would drop subscribers like crazy, and they would just divide, and it wasn't bringing us together. And I feel like, okay, I have a stance, you have a stance, and I'm sure we have stances in different places, and we believe we're right? But I think maybe pushing that onto people who don't believe the same as you and just saying this is the way you need to talk, it's just dividing people and not bringing them together. So I personally rather bring people together, make content that brings people together than talk about politics that separate us. So I've learned, and she's gonna learn, you know what I mean? And hopefully that'll just wash over and she'll be able to kind of see where the mistakes lie. When you're up there though, it's hard to make those mistakes because you're so in the spotlight.
That's right. And you also mentioned you gotta take the YouTube out of the TV world.
Yes,
and
it doesn't work on TV. It doesn't work on TV.
You're right. Yeah, and that's very, very true. Believe me, I've tried it myself. I don't know if I ever told you this. I was so close to having my own TV show.
Yeah.
But it was going to be like in Arabic because.
That's your audience.
Yeah.
too.
So I'm Egyptian, and then this TV channel here in this, New York City, it's called ART. They wanted to give me my own show, and there was a lot of like creativity conflicts, what's the word for it? Creative disagreements.
Yes.
Right?
because someone's thinking one thing and you're thinking another thing.
Yeah,
That's
they
always.
wanted me to do the YouTube stuff, but I kept telling them that it's not gonna work.
No.
It's not gonna translate well because remember who's
What
watching
did
this?
they want you to do like a prank show? Is that what they wanted you to do?
No, they wanted me to like review like a lot of these pranks and a lot of these kid things and stuff like that. But
so,
I mean,
sort of like they have like a million of those.
exactly. So it's like we got to take it from a different direction. This is TV. We could do like really cool, and then but we didn't see eye to eye, and then it just never took off. But it kind of showed like it gave us an example of what what it is that people can expect. And I was hosting for a little bit, and then we got to see like a lot of older people watch. So it's like you got to give them something that they're gonna relate to.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
A lot
So-
of older people watch that particular
Yeah.
station. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, see that you have to go where your audience is.
Exactly.
You can't just.
They want to attract a lot younger audience.
They wanted to do an MTV.
Yeah.
Well, there's no MTV generation anymore. I think it's millennials now, but that's
Yeah.
MTV generation's my generation. We won't talk about my age though. But yeah, I think they're trying to get millennials. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But if they're majority of people who watch that are older, you kind of have to give a balance. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Yeah. What did you
Yeah.
want to do? Did you want to do like a late night talk show where you talk to different kinds of people?
Yes, it was every Friday night. They had me reviewing Vines. At the time, it was really popular.
Vines.
Yeah, so I was reviewing Vines, and I'll make my comments on them, and then I'll do my own little thing there. It was cool. It was fun because a lot of my fans and viewers are watching it just for me. But it's like, I don't know. I guess it worked. I guess it did get them an audience, but at the same time, it's like I didn't feel it was gonna take off. I wanted to do different things and just bigger things, but it's okay. Maybe some other time I will run in. We're still in talks. It's fine.
Look, I'm a true believer in everything happens.
And they weren't paying me, so.
Well, that's even a better reason not to do it. But I'm a true believer in everything happens in due time. If something doesn't happen for you that you were really pushing for, and you're like, oh, I failed. Don't think that as a failure. Think that as growth. Like I'm moving on, and I'm gonna. The universe has something a little bit better for me, and this wasn't meant to be.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you had your own TV show, how would it be?
Oh,
what would you make it?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I do want to actually produce one on my channel, and I think that's something that we have kind of in the works that I'm not going to talk about in detail. But I am trying to create my own kind of talk show. I want sort of like a variety show. I think you have heard this in the past where I said I want it to be a combination of like Chelsea Lately, Amy Schumer, and like Rachel Ray, like all those combined. So I want you to be able to, I think it'd be fun to like have people on, hear their stories, maybe weight loss stories, maybe do some fun like wacky exercises that we don't normally do, or maybe show people some kind of good diets but just all in fun. Like I don't want it to be stuck up or stuffy. I want people to be able to say what they want. I want people to be able to curse. I want people to be themselves, I think on these shows like Rachel Ray, it's very put on the charm, you know what I mean? And ham it up. I just want people to be real and us to just have a good time with some wine maybe in hands, Hey
man, that sounds like a trip.
Yeah, sit on the couch and just like you're talking with your best buddy or your best girl or whoever, Just have a ball.
That's awesome, man, and I hope you get to that point because I would like to see it.
Well, you're going to be on it, so...
Well, I have to be the first guest.
There you go.
But yeah, that would be cool. That would be definitely cool.
Yeah.
I would definitely make it. That would be awesome. And then finally, to close it off, do you think Lilly Singh is gonna succeed? Her TV show.
Like I said, I think that she will succeed as long as she is herself and true to what the show should be, which is not YouTube.
Yeah.
If it needs to be a late night talk show, it needs to be a late night talk show, and that's what I mean.
Well, there you go. If you're watching this, Lily, we wish you the best.
I love you, though.
I met you too. You were really sweet and nice. Thank you so much for being incredible. And we wish you the best. And hey, we'll be there to watch and support.